There's this great battle going on right now inside the Democratic Party for the future of that party. There's sort of the gradualists, and then there are the extremists. The gradualists are people like Barack Obama, believe it or not, and Hillary Clinton, people who believe that you can't go full-scale socialist without alienating the American people and disrupting the system. So you have to take it one step at a time. We'll move toward more and more socialism, more and more redistributionism in short order. And then there are the people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I'm getting better at her name, guys. I'm saying it right now. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who says, let's go full-scale socialism right now. This is the Bernie Sanders plan. Let's go full-scale socialism right now. Well, Barack Obama is now sounding off on the 2018 elections in a really interesting way. So here is what the former president has to say. He announced on Wednesday the first wave of Democratic candidates that he is endorsing for November. In a series of tweets, he listed candidates in more than a dozen states that he is backing in 2018. He wrote, "Today, I'm proud to endorse such a wide and impressive array of Democratic candidates, leaders as diverse, patriotic, and big-hearted as the America they are running to represent. I'm confident that together, they'll strengthen the country we love by restoring opportunity, repairing our alliances, and standing in the world, and upholding our fundamental commitment to justice, fairness, responsibility, and the rule of law. But first, they need our vote." So who exactly did he endorse? Well, he endorsed Gavin Newsom in California, who is, to put it kindly, a poop tornado. Jared Polis in Colorado, Stacey Abrams in Georgia, J.B. Pritzker in Illinois, and Richard Cordray in Ohio. He also endorsed a bunch of people in the House, but he did not endorse Beto O'Rourke in Texas, for example. He also did not endorse Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, the reason that he didn't endorse Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is because he doesn't want to endorse the most radical candidates he can find. He doesn't want to give that side of the party impetus running up to the 2020 election. Obama's a smart enough politician to know that if Democrats want to win in 2020, they have to present a candidate who is not seen as too extreme by the American people. The Democratic Party, however, is running full scale toward embrace of democratic socialism. So obviously they've decided to make their face this Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who, by the way, it's really bizarre that she's being treated as this rising star in the Democratic Party. She ousted Joe Crowley, who is a Democrat in her district and was this sort of well-known 10-term Democrat in New York. The district is 50% Latino or 50% Hispanic. She is also Hispanic. Joe Crowley is not Hispanic. She won with a grand sum total of 17,000 votes in this primary. So she won 17,000 votes in a primary. It's like as many votes as I would get in a CPAC straw poll. Okay, she won that. She won 17,000 votes in this primary. And this makes her the new face of the Democratic Party because she's 29 years old and because she's kind of pretty and because she has a certain level of charisma and enthusiasm, even though she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. But the problem is that the Democratic platform of democratic socialism is too extreme for the American people, as well it should be. But now it's being treated as mainstream. And so there's a bevy of articles over the past several weeks about democratic socialism, its rise, why this is the future of the Democratic Party. And there's a lot of talk in 2016 about how Trumpism was taking over the Republican Party. And there were a lot of attempts to say what Trumpism was. Was Trumpism about protection of trade? Was Trumpism about subsidies to blue-collar white areas? Was Trumpism about protectionism and closing the border? It turns out that Trumpism was basically just about Trump, right? Trumpism was about people liked that President Trump is a puncher. People like that President Trump is aggressive. There's a wide variety of perspectives about his policies, but there's not a lot of variety about people in the Republican Party liking Trump personally, which is why he has such diehard loyalty among his base. But for the Democrats, there really is an ideological takeover of this party that has happened since 2010. The Republican Party has not moved in ideology since 2010, which is why Trump is now implementing policies that would be exactly the same in a Rubio administration or a Cruz administration or even a Jeb Bush administration, except for maybe on immigration. But when it comes to the Democratic Party, their actual policies have moved hardcore to the left. This is what Obama is recognizing, is that the Democratic Party has moved to the left. So again, their new three prongs are intersectionality, complete subjectivism when it comes to personal activity, even activity that affects others, and finally, and most importantly, an embrace of democratic socialism. And this embrace of democratic socialism is the one that's going to absolutely destroy them. Intersectionality alienates the middle of the country. It alienates white voters. The subjectivity alienates religious voters. And democratic socialism alienates anyone with half a brain.